Hello everyone, this is Tony Point Tutorial once again. I'm glad to be with you for another round of lectures. Yeah, the last time we met we talked about the sum and the product of roots. How we can get the sum and product of roots from an equation. We also discussed how we can get an equation given the sum and the product of roots. But here today we'll be looking at another aspect of quadratic expression, and this actually is a gray area. Students love to dodge it, but let's see if we can help ourselves. We're looking at the word problem leading to quadratic equations. Let me make it plural. Word problem leading to quadratic equations. Okay, let's go straight to first question here. It said find two numbers whose difference is 5 and whose product is 266. Find two numbers whose difference is 5 and whose product is 266. Okay, let's see if I can paint a picture here. Find two numbers whose difference is 5. Now, I believe you're looking at me. So, now, if we say find two numbers whose difference is 5. Okay, let's look at you are John, I am Peter. Okay, now if you are John and then I am Peter, okay, then we can say that the difference between John and Peter is 5. Okay, that's to say, if John is X, then to get Peter you have to add 5 to John to get Peter. So then Peter should be X plus 5, meaning that the difference between John and Peter is 5. So John is X, Peter is X with an addition of 5. So the difference between them is 5. Okay, so we're trying to say that if John is 10, then Peter should be 15. If John is 25, then Peter should be 30. So the difference between them is 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Get the point? So let's apply that principle here now. Quickly go back to the question. Now, find two numbers whose difference is 5 and whose product is 266. Right, quickly we go. Let me say the smaller number. Let's say let the small number or smaller number cos be equal to x, and then the bigger number should be, of course, x plus 5. Thank you. So now we want to look for these two numbers. Now we have x and x plus 5. They say something about them whose product is 266. So product means multiplication. Alright, so if I say 2 in bracket x, that means it's same thing as saying 2 times x. So the bracket represents multiplication. So come in between now. So therefore, we'll say the product now is therefore x into x plus 5. This is the product now is. Please understand that in word problem, this word is actually a verb that stands for equal to. So is 266 means equal to 266. Of course, you have to expand. You've done expansion. So do your expansion here now. X into x squared. S to s give you x squared plus x to z give you 5x. Of course, equal to 266. This is a constant now. It's forming quadratic equation. You bring to the right hand side, or left hand side. You have x squared plus 5x. Come to this side, you have minus 266 and equals to 0. Here we have a big problem. What is the problem? The problem is this. How to get the factor? How can we get the factor here now? Very, very simple. Now, find two numbers whose difference is 5 and whose product is 266. We have solved to this level, but many students will have issues. So what do we do? So that I don't know two numbers I can multiply. Let me show you one secret. This one is larger, that's 266 minus 266. I'm working with this. Mind you, the coefficient of x squared is 1, so you don't have anything to multiply with the constant. So you just go minus 266. Then you take the coefficient of x, which is what? Plus 5. Alright. Now, as simple as this thing is, you're looking for two factors, you multiply. Don't forget that. To get this. two factors, you will add up to get this. Alright. Then I will think, what should I do? It's not easy to come by, so I'll just try to do some fast game. Right? Look for something that can divide. You can just try from 2, try 7, try 8. Okay, then check the difference. If you try 14, because you must start from somewhere. You are growing, so start from somewhere. If you try 14, 14 divide 266, you will get minus 19. Okay, then try to marry this is the divisor, this is the divided, and minus 19 is the quotient. So try to check this two now. Between 14 and minus 19, the difference is not much. Okay, so if I have 19 and 14, I can marry these two, I'll get my desired results. Now, because I'm having a plus sign of the coefficient of x, then I should drop plus to the bigger number and then minus to this. So my plus 19 minus 14 should give me plus 5. Then plus times minus is minus. 19 times 14 is 266. It's by trial. When you try, you get it. Okay. We go. X squared now. So I have to replace this value plus 5x. I'll replace it with this, making them x here and x here. So I have plus 19x minus 14x. We give you 5 plus 5x. So remove this now and put what you have now, plus 19x minus 14x. Then you go minus 266 equals 0. Then from here, you can now group your terms. This is binomial. So we go. What's common to this one now? X. Open. You have x plus what have here? 19. S cancel s is 19. Then minus what is common here now? 14 is common. Of which you know what you have here is what you should have here. So 14 cancel 14, you have x. Minus times minus change to plus. 14 divided 266, that gives you 19. Okay. Now we have this to say, pick either of these two now, which is x plus 19. Then your factors is x and minus 14, you group them. Okay, and that gives you 0. Then don't forget what we said initially at the beginning of quadratic expression. We said that when two real numbers multiply, that either of them or both of them gives you 0. Remember I told you something like this, that a times b gives 0. That means a is 0 or b is 0. Okay, come back to this. So you can see that this is now your a, this is your b equal to 0. Then we can see therefore that x plus 19 is 0, or you go x minus 14, that gives you 0. Okay, then we have x to give you minus 19, or you say x is 14. Okay, so you can either have minus 19 or you have x as what? 14. Now, mind you, you can also resolve it to have the negative of 14, that is minus 19 minus 14. And you also have what? 14 and 19. So either both negative, negative or positive, positive. This is not on that way you can solve it. Quickly, let's go to question number 2. I create my room. Okay. Now, it said a woman is, let me leave you to digest this a little bit. Okay. Now we go. A woman is 4 times older than a child. There's no way a child can be older than the mother. It's not possible. So the child will take the x. So let's look at the child now. There's no time to waste. Let's look at this. So a woman is 4 times older than a child. So a child now, simple as ABCD, is x. Then the mother or the woman should be 4 times older. That's 4x. Thank you. Then 5 years ago, this is a statement that you should always recognize. They can come in 5 years ago, can take a different shape in exam. 5 years ago can come in as in 5 years time. These are two different things that you must understand. In 5 years time. When they say 5 years ago, in exam, you begin to apply the minus sign because it's past. In 5 years time, in exam, you apply the plus sign because it's what? The future. Please understand that, very important. So 5 years ago, something's going to happen to their age. So we come 5 years ago. When we say 5 years ago, then I'm going to bring the child's age the child's age now, we have minus 5 from it. That's x minus 5 years. Okay, thank you. Then the mother or the woman, according to the question, okay, 5 years ago should be this value now, minus 5 from it. That's 5 years. Now, what do you say? That 5 years ago, the product of their ages was 175. So, means multiply this to give you what you have. So, we say into x minus 5, multiplying for x minus 5, give you 175. Of course, you're going to expand. When you multiply, you get 4x squared. That's x multiplied by 4x. Please, this is very important. 4x multiplied by x. So, x times x is what? X squared. So, that gives 4x squared. Thank you. So, 4x squared, then don't forget you still have a minus sign, minus x times 5, that's 5x, you're done. Come with minus 5. Minus 5 times this will be minus 20x. And of course, minus times minus is what? Plus. And 5 times 5 gives you 25 equals 175. So it's not yet balanced. You continue to say 4x squared minus 5x minus 20x is actually minus 25x. Of course, you bring this to this side, that's plus 25. Cross, you have minus 175 equals 0. When you're crossing, please don't forget that there's a plus sign here. Of course, when it crosses, you have minus 175. So let's analyze this now. Let's see what we have. So 4x squared minus 25x. So plus 25 minus 175, what do you have? That gives you minus 150 equals 0. Now, the big issue has arrived again. What do we do now? We want to look for two numbers. If we multiply them, we'll get minus 150. No. Why? Because the coefficient of x squared is greater than 1. So the 4 goes to multiply 150. So look at it now. So what do you have? This 0, 2, this was 600. Okay? So that means 4 multiplied 150 gives you 600. So you are not working with 150 now because the coefficient of x squared is greater than what? Than 1. So you are looking at these factors now. Looking at minus 600, don't forget this now, minus 600 and what? Minus 25. This is a very large number actually. So what do we do? Then think of something. I'm looking at, you know something about division. Any number that ends in 0, 5 can divide. Any number that ends in 5, 5 can also divide. So I'm looking at something close to 20, 15, okay, something like that, 5, 15, 20. Do a test and trial. Okay, let me say I try to use 600 divided by 5. So 5 here, 1, 5 to 6 is 1, that's it. Sorry, yeah, that's 1 out into 10, that's actually 2, 120. That will give me what I want. Okay, 5, 120, if I work it together, I can get 25. So if I try to use 600 now, watch this, let's play a little. Okay, 600, let's go straight now, let's go into 15, let's see what we have. Break it down. Okay, this is 3, this is 5 here, that gives you 120. Okay, 3 here, 1, 3 here gives you what? That's 40. Okay, beautiful. So I'm looking at 40 as the answer, divided and using 15 to divide. So work these two now. There's where you can work 40 and 15, you're going to get 25. So what's the sign here? Minus. What's bigger? 40. Why don't you drop 40 here, minus here, and then you put plus here. So check now. Minus 40 plus 15, that makes minus 25. Let's work it out now. Minus and minus, you have minus 40 times 15, that's 6 minus 600. So it's done. Come back to this now and use your values quickly. Don't forget to apply your x value. So here should be x and here should be x. We work with minus 40x plus 15x. So these two we make minus 25. So this goes away and we'll continue. 4x squared now. I bring that's minus 40x plus 15x minus 150. That gives you 0. Now it's binomial. Take it to binomial and work it out. What's common? Of course, 4 can go. X can go. Then open. 4 cancel 4 is gone. X, remove 1x squared. You have x left. Minus 4 into 40, that's 10. S cancel S is gone. Close the bracket. Plus. What's common? Of course, 15 can go. What can go? Let's see. 15 can go quickly. We have into this now. 15 and 15, that's gone. That's the end. Quickly. What do you have now? Minus. And into this gives you what? 10, of course. And if you are in the exam condition, double yourself. What you have here is what you must get here. So pick either of these two. X minus 10. This I have equal to 0 here. Okay, then you have your factors 4x plus 15 That's it, equals 0. Here we go. So we can see that x minus 10 is 0, or we say for x plus 15 is 0. Alright, so s is equal to 10, or for s is what? Minus 15, and x means minus 15 over 4. Please understand that this is not valid. Why do I say it's not valid? Because you cannot be having negative for someone's age. How can you say I'm minus 10 years old? That doesn't make any sense at all. So minus sign cannot go for age, because we are dealing with age here, 4 times older. So we leave this value, it's not valid, so we'll go 10. Alright, then let us see the resolution quickly. Let's see the final stage. Recall that you said that the child's age should be x, okay? And the child's age now should be x, and that x is actually 10. So that's 10 years. And you said that the woman's age is 4 times, which actually for x, that gives you 4 times 10, which makes 40 years. So this is the answer to the question. Okay, so we have actually resolved this issue. Very simple. Okay, permission to take one more. Very simple question. And that one I would like to give to you. And then we meet for the why questions. And then I will expose you to other areas where you need to, what you need to know in word problems. But look at this quickly. I want to say something about consecutive before I round off. Consecutive. When we say consecutive, what do we mean? This is another way of testing student knowledge of their basic mathematics in the GSS and what have you. Okay. Now we hear the word consecutive numbers. I'll give a question now before we roll. Say find 2 or 3 consecutive numbers. 2 or 3, look at the word, consecutive numbers. Okay? If I said, please write down 3 consecutive numbers, you don't know them, okay, but you can say 1, 2, 3, 4. These are consecutive numbers. They have the sequence, the difference of 1. Then if I say consecutive number can also be 5, okay, I can have 7, I can have, what have you, 9, I can have what again, 11. These are consecutive. Why? They are all odd numbers, okay? So when I say consecutive numbers, I mean take x, comma, you add what? Plus 1, add plus 2, so you can add that. So this is first consecutive, second consecutive, and the third consecutive number. But what if the examiner come and say, find 2 consecutive odd numbers or 2 consecutive even numbers? What do? You come, you say x, comma, for odd numbers, x plus 2, x plus 4, you keep adding 2 like that. So this uses one for consecutive odd numbers or consecutive even numbers. But when you say consecutive numbers only, you say s, comma, just add 1, not 2. Keep adding 1 like that. So s, comma, s plus 1, s plus 2, and so on. So I'll solve the question now before we roll. Okay. Now let's see this question. It said that find 2 consecutive numbers whose product is 156. Find 2 consecutive numbers. Find 2 consecutive numbers whose products, okay, that product, let's check, whose product is 156. Product is 156. Okay, so I'll give the glimpse now so you know what to do from here. Very simple. Find 2 consecutive numbers. 2 consecutive numbers. Is that numbers or odd numbers? 2 consecutive numbers. Okay, that's very clear. So now what do I do from here? 2 consecutive numbers whose product is 156. Then you know what to do. I said consecutive numbers, what do? You just say x, comma, x plus 1. That's 2. So you say, that means this is the first number should be x, second number, of course, should be x plus 1. And then they say that whose product is this? I mean, this multiply this, give you this. Okay, so therefore, say x multiply x plus 1 is equal to 156. I've already solved this for you. It's very obvious. You can do this from here. So when you expand, you have x squared plus x is equal to 156. And you collect like term, you have x squared plus x, collect like term, you have minus 156 equals 0. So a good student can solve from here. This is basic truth now. So which number, what's the coefficient of x here? That's 1 plus 1, this side. Then the constant is what? Minus 156. So this is what you have. Okay, so find two numbers. When you multiply them, you get 156. And when you add them together, you have your values here plus 1. Okay, so it's very simple to. Now look at this. I'm helping you now already. Find two consecutive even numbers. I round off. Find two consecutive even numbers whose product is 224. Two consecutive even numbers. This is now 1. This is 2. Two consecutive even numbers whose product is 2. That should be 224. Okay, 224. Thank you. Now let's see. What do? The major thing I'm looking for is this word, consecutive even numbers. Consecutive even numbers. So I will say, okay, let the first number, solution please. Let the first number be equal to x for the second number. Don't forget x plus 2. And the third number, oh sorry, that's 2 consecutive, right? Okay, we'll stop there. So x and x plus 2. So they said whose products? So they multiply to give you this. So you go again. So x into bracket x plus 2 equal to 224. Expand. You have x squared plus 2x, okay, it's equal to 224. Then you have x squared plus 2x. Collect like terms, you have minus 224 equals 0. This is another stage for you. Now, look at this. So you are going to work it now. By the time you work it, you discover that two answers. In this case, you'll be having consecutive numbers, means that they will follow each other sequentially. Let's assume that the answer you're going to get is 7. Then the other one should be what? 8. Then if you work this one, let's assume that since it's not even numbers, let's say what you get is 10, then the other one should be 12. So with this now, I will roll around off here. I'll be back for wired questions. I believe you've added value. Thank you very much for viewing. Stay well.